Hello, everybody. Talk a little bit about who's running this world and how can we change the world if we don't even know who the enemy is. Most people think it's the Democrats. Democrats think it's the Republicans, and on and on and on. When Democrat Republican equals divide and conquer. It's the oldest trick in the book. Divide and conquer. Keep the people fighting and blaming each other. That's all. That's why we never have a third party. They don't want a third party. They like us fighting. So I'm hoping to be able to show you who's causing all this chaos in our country and in our world. And so let's get right to it. I'm going to, let me see if I can get it up closer for you. There's who's causing the chaos in all the world, the powers that be. They have many other names besides the powers that be, but I'll read this to you. The powers that be are causing all the chaos. People in groups like ISIS, bin Laden, Saddam Hussein, Hamas, the Taliban, Al Qaeda, Hitler, they're not the bad guys. Well, they are, but they're badder guys than them. All the people that I just mentioned are working for the powers that be. The powers that be have to have a boogeyman coming to get you in order to pull off this scam. And I'm going to show you indications that everything I'm telling you is true. The powers that be cause war, terrorism. Now I'm speaking generally now. Um, Mass shootings. Mass shootings are not just random events. Wildfires. A lot of these wildfires are arson. Everybody, mainstream media is pushing the climate control thing, which that is partially responsible, but that's not the whole story. And they're doing it for monetary gain and for control of the masses. Now, generally speaking, the powers that be include the multinational corporations. This is who runs the world, folks, not Trump, not Obama. These people are running the show. The multinational corporations, the bankers, and the military industrial complex. Those are probably the three biggest that are running this planet. Now, the Vatican also plays a part in this. They are a big part of this because they have, 2+ billion people following them, so they're very powerful. And the powers that be use corporate mainstream media to push their agenda and spin the story for you to create our reality, which is a false reality. Okay, let me see. Here's some more names for the powers that be. The global deep state, the 1%. This is the enemy, folks. Not bin Laden, not Hussein, not the terrorist. The terrorists are working for the ultimate terrorist, the powers that be. And they've been doing it for thousands and thousands of years. Powers that be, the 1%, the swamp, the establishment, the shadow government, the military industrial complex, the elite, many names for the powers that be, the globalists, secret government. Globalization is the new word for the powers that be too. It used to be New World Order. Well, now they've replaced it with globalization. They both basically mean the same thing. Okay, now I'm going to show you indications that I'm telling you the absolute truth here. Here's an article. You can click on it. How Bush's grandfather helped Hitler rise to power. In fact, I'll go there just so you can see it. It's from The Guardian. There it is. How Bush's grandfather helped Hitler's rise to power. The powers that be are running the show, folks. All of these are linked. They're articles that I had to dig deep to find. Bin Laden's ties to the CIA. We created Islamic extremism. That's coming from Salon.com. Here's an actual bill. This is an actual bill, folks. The Stop Arming the Terrorist Act. Let me click on it. I haven't clicked on these in a long time, so I want to make sure that, there it is, Stop Arming Terrorist Act. Your taxes are funding terrorists. Demand that this stops. The United States and state-sponsored terrorism. All these are linkable. Indonesian rallies were coordinated to cause chaos, says the president's chief of staff. The powers that be are causing all the chaos. Not the Democrats, not the Republicans, not the boogeyman, the powers that be. And I'm going to go through with you and show you how the powers that be work. 5 presidents have warned Americans about the deep state. 5 presidents. It's not a conspiracy theory. If it is, we have 5 presidents that are conspiracy theorists. Here's a video. You can watch all this stuff on my website. I'll show you in fact, it's the #1 story I keep up on my website. Hillary Clinton, we created Al-Qaeda. Trump, Clinton created ISIS with Obama. They're even telling you. Ron Paul, Israel created Hamas. And here's Saddam Hussein and Donald Rumsfeld shaking hands, the famous video. Are you starting to see what's going on here, folks? And what is everybody doing outside of you? 98% of the American public? It's the Democrats' fault. No, wait, it's the Republicans' fault. Squabble, squabble, squabble. Okay, now let me go show you who the powers that be. I think this is the right one. Come on. There it goes. Okay. I'll go through this quickly. All this is on the website. I'll try to get it to you. Meet the illegal powers that be. And I'll read just a little bit of this for you. I'm basing my commentary on 30 plus years of research. I'm not targeting any specific person or company. I'm saying this is where the deep state lives. The deep state is the powers that be. Somewhere within these entities is where the powers that be live. Okay. Let me see. Okay, let me start with the lowest. This is the lowest tier of the powers that be. These are the world leaders. These are the lowest of the powers that be. These are the salesmen selling you the dream, telling you peace and prosperity is just around the corner. Come on, let's go just around the corner, and there'll be peace and prosperity. I've lived for almost 70 years now. They've been doing the same old song and dance for 70 years. They're salesmen. That's all. That's their job, to sell you the dream. Now we're going to start getting into the people who really run the planet. The bankers. There's a saying, all wars are banker wars. The bankers are a huge, huge part of the powers that be. They have the money. Then I've got listed, so you can look for yourself, the biggest banks in the world. Some of these banks have been caught drug dealing. I mean, it's when you're talking mafia, government, politicians, they're all the same damn thing, working together. And I'll even take it one step further here in a minute. There's I don't know if he's still chairman of the World Bank. Bankers, big, huge part of the powers that be. Not ISIS. Lagarde, I guess that's how you pronounce it. She may still be the president of the International Monetary Fund. And guess what? She was convicted, found guilty of criminal charges over massive government payout. And you know what happened to her? She kept her job. That's how it works. And you know how she gets to keep her job? Because the public doesn't do anything about it. They can do whatever they want because they know the public's not going to do anything. Public's too busy playing video games. Next up, the ultra wealthy, big part of the powers that be. Huge part. The ultra wealthy. And what does mainstream media do all day long? Put these people on a pedestal and push it down your throats 24/7 on TV. The top 500 corporations, the multinational corporations, they're running this world along with the bankers. Walmart, State Grid. These are the biggest corporations in the world, on the books anyway, or who knows unofficially. I don't see Amazon in there, so surely Amazon's in there. Nope, this must be a little bit old, but I'm just trying to make my point. The multinational corporations. And folks, I don't claim to know everything, I don't. But I can tell you I've been researching this stuff for 30 plus years, and I can guarantee you I'm going to telling you a lot more truth than mainstream media is telling you. And the military industrial complex. That's who's running the world. Eisenhower warned Americans about it. 4 other presidents have warned Americans about the deep state. And what is mainstream media? Oh, it's a conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy theory. People believe whatever they see on TV. Okay, now we're going to the second most powerful people on the planet, the Global Intelligence Agency, the keeper of secrets. Now you're getting up even higher in who's running this planet. And then to the people, this is speculation here, but like I said, I've got this from years of researching. Then there is the unacknowledged access programs. Some people have said that there are as many as 25 to 50 people who are actually really running the planet. So, what I'm saying is the military, bankers are all subservient to this unacknowledged group. And don't tell me this is all a conspiracy theory. If you do any research at all, you'll find out that the CIA came up with the term conspiracy theory in the 1960s to keep people from asking questions, to demonize people who dare to object to the official story. So if you're slinging that word around, you fell for the scam. Okay, that's it. And let me go back and just tell you how you can, just go to important world news here in the menu, and you should be able to get to all the things that I've been talking about. And here I keep this up on top as my number one story, and I always will. The only thing you need to know: who is causing the national and global chaos? And now you know. It's the powers that be, which has many more names: deep state, 1%, all that kind of stuff. So spread the word to people who are sitting around bickering about Democrats and Republicans. The more people that are educated, the better our chances are. Oops, I got this zoomed in a little bit too much. Okay, thank y'all for watching, and we will talk to you later. Bye. My website's thefutureofnews.info. Thefutureofnews.info.